Sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or put them on display. And sometimes you do this by turning...
We know a lot of you guys want to start your own YouTube channel. It's always been a dream. Maybe you always been thinking about it and you just never had the necessary resources to do that. But listen, you don't need all the top-notch equipment. It's very simple. You can get some cheap products. They're very beginner friendly and they're all from Amazon, so you can get it all from one place. Here's the product that we use specifically. We have a Logitech Webcam. I do have a laptop. We do have studio lights. We have a tripod. We also have a microphone just so our audio can sound really good. We do have an adapter, but that depends on whatever software you use. If you guys are interested in getting any of those products, we listed all the exact products that we use down in the description box. And we are Amazon affiliates, so if you click the link and purchase a product, we will receive a very small commission from it. So if you want to get your channel started easy, cheap, and you want to support us at the same time, we really appreciate that.
What's up, folks?
What's up, you guys?
I'm Juan.
I'm Crystal.
So today's video, we're going to be reacting to My Girlfriend Is Kinda Odd. Okay, this will be our first time ever reacting to the Odd Ones Out. But we usually react to funny cartoons, so I think this fits right on brand.
Yeah. Let's see.
Before we get to the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free, baby.
Just click the button.
Let's start everyone's on the body. The original link will show box down below.
Let's get into the video.
You know how when people get into a new relationship, they go through a honeymoon phase? Well, me and my girlfriend went through a, is the person I'm dating a deranged murderer phase. When she first came over to my house, she had an
She's just an error.
Nintendo figure collection was something only a psychopath would have. And she's right. When you've been living alone for so long, sometimes you just need to buy friends and put them on display. And sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or put them on display. And sometimes you do this by turning...
That's dark.
People into lampshades
God.
chairs.
Chairs?
Luckily, I just collect hunky reptile figures. Gift doesn't actually think I'm a psychopath anymore, which is good, you know, because I don't want anyone to know the truth. However, early on in our relationship, there were some things I did that she didn't like. Like one time I was unloading the dishwasher and I was putting away the knives and Gift looked at me all concerned and I asked, "What's the matter?" I don't know what made her run to the other side of the room like that when I could clearly just throw the knife at her. Yeah, she's kind of stupid. But she definitely got her point across that she didn't like me holding multiple knives and told me to cut it out. But I didn't know if she was a psychopath either, though, because there are definitely some things about her that made me question her sanity. Like how she owns a $2,000 animal mascot costume, but she hates sports.
Oh, she's a furry. That's what that means.
That's weird. One time when I was over at her apartment, I was looking through her freezer, assuming she had bagel bites, and I asked, "Hey babe, where's all the bagel bites?" And there was this plastic grocery bag in there, and she tells me, No, don't look in there. We don't have any bagel bites. You ate them all, remember? But in my mind, all I'm thinking is, hold on, what the frick
Oh, that's like the Disney show.
chick have in her freezer that she doesn't want me to see? A freezer is not a place where you tell someone, don't look in there. You say that about underwear drawers and toilets. That's it. I don't know what we did for the next 10 minutes, because all I was thinking about was how many severed hands were in Gift's freezer. But then I thought, okay, maybe I'm overreacting. I optimistically asked, "Hey, babe, are you, perhaps keeping a surprise for me in the freezer? Like a birthday cake? My birthday's not for another 5 months, but that's the only thing I could think a person would hide in a freezer that wouldn't make them a psychopath." And she said, "Nope." So what's in there? Don't worry about it. Do you not see how this looks? If the doors weren't locked, I would have... I wasn't about to lose sleep over this, so I held up the knife I had from the previous joke and said, "What's in the freezer?" And she went, "It's a dead snake." You had a dead snake next to the bagel bits! So fun fact... about my gift, she owns 8 snakes. Apparently she used to own 9. I've learned that snakes are a very low maintenance pet. You only have to feed them once every 3 years, and if you cut them in half, they turn into 2 snakes. Yeah, so I have no clue how one of her snakes could have died. And another fun fact, snakes lack the part of the brain that feels love. They're physically incapable of showing affection. So your pet hognose would sell your soul to Snake Satan for 1 dead mouse. So she already has 8 pets that don't love her, and potentially her boyfriend too if she doesn't get rid of that freezer snake. At least my reptiles aren't dead in a freezer. I immediately start asking questions. Why do you have a dead snake in your freezer? How many other dead animals are in your freezer? What the heck's wrong with you? And she said, I wanted to get him taxidermied, but the person I wanted to have do it was busy. Also, there's dead rats in there for my snakes. Oh, that explains why the bagel bites tasted so funny. What's extremely gross is that the snake is still in there to this day. I don't know how long the snake was in there before, but it's been well over a year since that incident. It's honestly great, though, because now she can never complain about the state of my refrigerator. I'll have potatoes that are sprouting more...
Is that a hit? Why is
Potatoes.
this potato sprouting something?
I'm trying to go to There you go.
grapes that are getting me tipsy,
Ew.
and if she points any of it out, I just respond with, oh, you think my refrigerator is disgusting? Yeah, Medusa? Uh-huh. One time she said, my fridge smells terrible, and I don't know why. Really? You can't think of a single reason? She said, no, I said the fridge smells bad, not the freezer. I said, I will flush your snake down the toilet and give you a swirly. Now that's the sign of true love, kids. But for all I know, she could totally still have said that. After dealing with the snakesicle situation, there's some other things I've learned from being in a relationship. Apparently, there are rules and etiquettes when eating food, and my girlfriend sure does love and enforce those rules. I was taught, don't put your elbows on the table, close your mouth when you're chewing unless you want to talk to someone, and make sure you eat something green every once in a while. But according to her, there's more than that. Like,
Were those Brussels sprouts or broccoli? Oh, that's broccoli. Okay, I like broccoli.
sure
I
you
thought it
eat
was Brussels
something
sprouts.
green every once in a while.
Oh,
But
Brussels
according to her,
sprouts.
there's more than that. Like, did you know that bagel bites aren't a part of a balanced diet?
Yeah.
We were at a restaurant one time, pre-COVID, and when we got our food, Gift took a napkin and put it on her lap and told me to do that as well because you're supposed to do that in a society. I looked around the restaurant and said, but no one else has a napkin on.
Big boy, look at this. We got a napkin on
How
this.
did he get? Oh, that must be the syrup.
Their
Oh.
laps.
Oh my God.
And
I'm like, how you get syrup, ketchup, and mustard on you? Like,
I looked
what?
around the restaurant
You mixing too many meals.
and said, but no one else has a napkin on their laps. And she said, that's because you wanted to eat at a Denny's. I didn't know why she was such a stickler for table manners until I went to her
was that
family's
the
place
rat
for
thing?
Thanksgiving, and I stepped inside and saw 2 sets of staircases in their house, and it all made sense. Oh, they're fancy and collect staircases. Going to my girlfriend's home for Thanksgiving was the first time I met a partner's parents.
That's the last screen you need to see on your MacBook, bro.
Oh.
I hate that screen.
And I tried really, really hard to get them to like me. Because I'm kissing their firstborn child. I'm in the house, Dad's watching sports. I love sports, I lied. Mom's working on a puzzle. I love puzzles. They used to call me the Puzzle King in high school. Her brother's playing Mario Odyssey.
Oh my
Love
gosh,
Mario.
I used
wait,
to
I don't have
hate
to impress
that.
you. You suck at this game. In
This
an
would be
effort to get them to
supreme.
like me
So
more,
far.
I
So
brought
far.
a gift for Gift's family. I got them a little baby cactus because it's small and prickly and doesn't like to be touched. Just like her. Ooh, ow, babe, no, babe, it was a joke, babe, I'm fine! Gift's Thanksgiving meal was the polar opposite of my family's Thanksgiving. My family does Thanksgiving with 2 other families, and they all come together with mashed potatoes, and everyone gets in a line with paper plates, and we all have one big mashed potato
Jeez.
potluck.
Yes.
Then I sit at the kids' table to avoid talking about politics. Gift's family used real plates and had candles.
Yeah, I used to sit at the kids' table. Once you sit at the adults' table, it's just
It's totally different.
things start making sense.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
You're right.
you know, because you're an adult now. So.
And everyone
He's
puts
like,
a napkin
okay,
on their
I'm gonna
lap.
go.
And not like Shrek at
went to the
Fiona's
kids'
castle.
table.
They had 3 forks of various sizes, but I still wanted them to like me, so I wasn't about to point out that it made no sense to use 3 different forks to eat a meal.
They
This must
fancy,
be why
though.
Giff
They
is so
fancy.
afraid of knives. All these cutlery options are bringing up childhood traumas of going up all the stairs. But Giff's family was so fancy that I actually didn't even meet them on Thanksgiving. My memory just filled in that we were having a Thanksgiving meal. Giff read this script and was like, you know you didn't meet them on Thanksgiving, right? That was just a regular Tuesday brunch. That wasn't even a meal to be thankful for? Why do we talk about politics so much? One of the big political debates we have is that Giff tells me I wear dad socks. But I don't think she understands my genius. You see, if I buy and wear the same pair of socks for the rest of my life, I'll never have to worry about matching socks ever again. So I've already picked out the socks that I'm going to be wearing at my funeral. And as we were wrapping up our non-thankful meal, I got up from the table,
nasty.
and Gift's dad said, "Hey, I have those socks." So I guess she's right about something.
Dad socks.
Dad.
And her dad totally likes me now. In the end, as long as I make Gift happy, then I know her parents will like me, no matter what socks I wear. And as long as you're with someone who makes you a happier person, then they're a good partner too. Even
Not
if
the
they refuse
socks.
to throw away the dead snake they've had in their freezer for almost 3 years. Well,
3 years. Jesus.
Damn.
Bruh, that was crazy. No, that's funny. I like how you paid attention to so many little small details
Yeah.
and stuff. That was cool. Comment up below what you guys thought about that. Comment down below what you guys want us to react to next. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free, baby.
Click the button.
Try one, tell nobody.